welcome to another video. It is me, Desiree, and today I just wanted to do my skincare and share with you what I did last week, catch up with you, and share my new obsession. I also just felt like talking. So I'm gonna use mostly the same stuff I always use for skincare, for morning skincare anyway, but I did start using this toner from Neutrogena, the alcohol-free toner. Did you guys even know this existed? I didn't know this existed. I bought it a while back, or probably a month or two, probably longer than that, honestly. It says it tone and refresh skin without stripping its natural moisture. It does say it's alcohol free, and it has a very short ingredient list. It says water, glycerin, glycerith 26, polysorbate 20, sodium benzoate, panthenol, citric acid. That's the whole ingredient list. And it does feel pretty good on the skin. It's very, very thin, like very ultra thin, which sometimes that's what you want, especially in the summertime. So I'm just gonna do a little layer. I did spray some of the Laneige Cream Skin Refiner Mist on my skin before I came in here. Very watery, very thin. But let me tell you what I did last week. So well, I messed up the whole week. For one, I had to work on Sunday, and I think that threw me off because I don't know, it just kind of, I kept thinking it was Monday on Sunday because I worked and I don't usually work on Sundays. And then on Thursday, I thought it was Friday. I thought it was Friday all day. Even when I got home, I was like, oh, I don't have to work tomorrow. And then I realized it's Thursday. But then when I was at my grandma's house that day, I said, I kept messing up the days. I thought today was Friday. She goes, no, today's Wednesday. And I said, no, it's Thursday. So she was also trying to throw me off. Anyway, the week was all messed up. I kept messing things up with the schedule, and I was off by a day, and I think it's because I worked Sunday. Anyway, I went to a concert on Wednesday, which I thought was Thursday the day before. I was like, wait, the concert's tomorrow. I thought it was Thursday for some reason. I wanted to go see this band Bad Flower. I don't know if you guys know them, but I really, really like them. I saw them open for Incubus a few years ago, and I love them. Like, it's stuck in my head ever since, and I've been following them ever since. And they were opening for 311. And I'm not a 311 fan, at least I thought I wasn't. I only know one song, that song Amber. That's the only song I could remember at the time. I was like, they only have one song. I don't want to stay for them. I just want to watch Bad Flower and then leave. And of course, we stayed for the whole thing. And anyway, the venue ended up getting changed. It was supposed to be like a big event center, but it got changed to a smaller venue. And I had a suspicion it's because they didn't sell enough tickets and they didn't it wouldn't fill the venue. It would be kind of like sad, I think. So they changed it to a different venue, which I think was way better because it's a smaller venue, but the amount of people that were there, it made it like more like crowded. It was a lot more fun. I really liked that venue. Anyway, went to see Bad Flower, and they were really good. The singer his voice kept breaking though, like as he was trying to sing a high note, it would like catch, and he kept like going like this. So I don't know if he just had a frog in his throat or something, but other than that, it was really good. I loved it so much. I ended up buying a t-shirt. I forgot to wear it for the video. And then 311 was so good. Any 311 fans out there, let me know, because I literally only knew one song, the one song I know from high school that we play all the time at work, that song Amber. And when I was on the way over there, I put on their album just to kind of like see if I knew any of the other songs. They have a greatest hits album, and I recognized probably 80% of the songs. I'm like, wait a minute, they sing this and they sing this and they sing this. I knew so many of the songs, it was crazy. Anyway, so I was like, wait, they might be really good to see. So after Bad Flower, I really was like, I don't really care to see 311. But then of course when you get there, it's like, let's just stay. The ticket's already paid for, you know. And they were awesome. They put on a really good show. The singer sounds so good live. The whole band sounded really good live, but the singer sounded so good. And I thought they were gonna be in like weird spirits because the venue got changed and they were like, oh, we didn't sell enough tickets. But they still put on a really good show, and it was kind of awesome. And of course, right after I was like, do you guys know 311 sings this and this and this? It was really good. I could not believe it. It was awesome. Even the songs I didn't recognize, like stuff from their new album and everything, I was like, this is still so good. It was awesome. I loved it so much. I'm glad that I stayed to see them because I almost didn't. What else did I do? Oh, I went to the casino. That was really fun. I'm not a big gambler, and ever since I went to Las Vegas, I just felt so weird about gambling and it being there. And I guess going to the casino is different because you're going voluntarily. Yes, you're gambling voluntarily anyway. But ever since I went to Las Vegas and I saw the machines in the grocery store, like the slot machines in the grocery store and the machines in the gas station, and some guy just sitting there like mindlessly pushing buttons like, I'm gonna win today. It just made me feel really icky. So going to the casino, I was like, I'm not playing the games, I'm not giving money to this, I'm not contributing to this. But I did end up playing $40. Didn't win anything, but I that's all I was putting in. I was like, not another dollar is going into this machine. So I paid $40, and I just kind of think of it as like, it's something to do, as if like an experience. It was fun. And then we played Monopoly, and I won, which I don't think I ever win at Monopoly. And then what else did I do? I think that's all I did all week. I know there's other things I did, but my new obsession. Let me tell you about my new obsession. Let me put on one more serum. My Million Step Skincare Routine. Let me put this one on because once that niacinamide dries, it gets like sticky and weird. So I'm gonna put this one more thing on while I tell you I'm obsessed with reading. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you how it started. So I've always been into reading, but not like that. I wasn't a voracious reader. I wasn't always reading a book. But I've read some books, and I like the idea of reading. I like the library. I like buying books. But I don't ever find myself exploring different books. I kind of just go for things I already know, just to own them. And I need to put some on my neck. It was 3 weeks ago now, and I know it's 3 weeks because I checked out some books at the library, and yesterday was 3 weeks. I was Googling free stuff to do in Albuquerque, and there was a Reddit post that said, check out this library. They have a really good rose garden. The roses weren't bloomed. They were all just kind of like green. But the library, I checked out a couple books. I checked out a cactus book, a short story, and then I checked out this. This big monster book here from Robert Galbraith. It's 945 pages, and I have this much left. I debated whether finishing reading it before I did this video, but I feel like I'll miss the good light. I have probably 50 pages left. And if you don't know, Robert Galbraith is J.K. Rowling. That's the pseudonym she uses to write this series, and it's a detective series. They're like a detective agency. It's just different cases they take on. This was the newest one, and I didn't even know she was still writing this series, to be honest, because I have two of the first ones, The Cuckoo's Calling and The Silkworm. I never actually read The Silkworm. I just bought it because I wanted to buy it. Never actually read it. So when I saw this sitting there, I didn't realize it was the newest one and the 7th, I think, in the series. And it's so good. But let me tell you, you know how your phone is always listening to you, even if you don't know? You'll be scrolling on your phone and somehow an article pops up about something you talked about that you never looked up. But suddenly there's an article there and you're like, how did my phone know this? Let me tell you, suddenly there were videos showing up on my YouTube feed. Book haul, library book haul, this or that. I was clicking on them because I was like, oh, people are like into reading. I feel the same way about this book obsession now as I felt about plants when I first got into plants, because I didn't know people like kept plants and took care of them and had collections and were like obsessed with plants. So that's how I kind of fell down that rabbit hole and got all into plants. So now I'm like, wait, there's like people really into reading, and they have huge libraries of books. They post videos of their books and reading vlogs and book hauls and different things. And the only experience I have with book YouTube is Bridget's channel, The Purposeful Pursuits, because every now and then she'll post a book video or a vlog of some sort of reading, and that's the only experience I have with videos like that. So I thought she just did those. I didn't know people did those, and there was like a community of that kind of stuff, because once you click on one video, you're gonna see a million pop up. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. I cleaned off this shelf right here to start putting the books I've been buying on there. I bought almost every single one of these on eBay. I'm trying to buy them all secondhand because books are so expensive when you buy them new. Like if you're only going to Barnes & Noble or Target to buy your books, you've got to check eBay. Almost all of these were like $3 or $4, and almost every seller does a buy 2 get 1 free or buy 3 get 1 free and free shipping every single time. Even if you order one $3 book, they'll ship it for free. So check eBay. If you've been buying up books at Barnes & Noble, check eBay first because it's way cheaper, they're secondhand, and they're free shipping. They're really good deals. And almost every single book looks like it's brand new. There are some that are a little worn, a little like the covers are bent, but they also say that it's just acceptable condition. But the ones that say very good or good look brand new. Anyway, I'm obsessed. So I started watching, of course, all kinds of different book people. Some I gravitate towards more than others. But there was one video I watched from Jack Edwards who put up a video that was like 40 books. I think it was 40 books to get you back into reading. And they're all like books you can read in a day, 200 pages and stuff like that. And I thought that's exactly what I want. I'm not joking you. I had the video open on one side and a separate tab open on eBay, and every book he mentioned, I added it to my cart on eBay. Almost every single one. At least every single one that sounded really interesting to me, and it was a bunch of them. So I've been having packages show up constantly full of books, and let me tell you, I cannot wait to read them. But I've been stuck reading this big behemoth for the last 3 weeks that the other books are just sitting there like waiting for me to read, and I can't wait. So I'm like, can't wait to finish this so I can read the other ones, just because I don't want to have a bunch going at the same time. Except in the middle of reading this book, I did read 3 other books because I just really wanted a break from this story, and I also wanted to read some of the other books I've been buying. So I read one called Several People Are Typing, which is one, the second I finished it, I wanted to start it over again. It was really weird, but really interesting, and a really like quick read, I guess. So it took several hours to finish it, but it was a quick read. It was about this group of people that work at a PR firm, but the whole book is in like text, like they're texting each other on a messaging app that they use for work, and there's different chat rooms going on, and one of them gets like trapped inside of the chat room. And there's these other 2 that are weird, and then this other lady's like, you don't know if she's real or not. It's super weird, but really cool, and I feel like I missed something, so I want to go back and read that one. And then I read Animal Farm, which I loved so much, and I would not shut up about it. Anybody at work who was like in my vicinity, I'm like, have you read Animal Farm? It's so freaking good. I loved it, and it was scary. There's like a line at the end that it literally sent chills down my spine, and I was like, like it was a scary book. I really, really loved it. And then I read Things Have Gotten Worse Since We Last Spoke. I loved that one. It's 3 short stories. 2 are like most of the book, and the last one is a short story. It's only like a few pages. The first one is about 2 girls that meet in a chat room, and they're just, their whole thing, whatever happens, is super weird also. And then the next one is about a husband and wife that go stay on a remote like hotel on an island to be the caretakers for the off season, and it's such an interesting story. Oh my gosh, I wanted to reread it once it ended. And then the third one I kind of think was the most interesting of all. It was what was it called? What the heck was it called? Actually, it's right here. Let me get it. And look at this cover. Isn't that cool? So it's 3 short stories. The last one is called You'll Find It's Like That All Over, which is a phrase I could not understand what it meant, but it's a really short one. So this one was so interesting to me because I feel like I would find myself in this exact predicament. I'm gonna spoil this story, so if you don't want to spoil it, skip ahead to this number right here where the spoiler ends. But I feel like I would find myself in this predicament easily because I'm so nice to everybody. It's about a guy. He goes to return something to his neighbor that he thinks is his, and the neighbor's always like been kind of weird, I guess. And the neighbor asks him to clean the snow off of his car, and he'd pay him like $500 to do it if he could do it in 3 minutes. So the guy was like, yeah, I'm kind of strapped for cash. I'll do it. So he gets it done in 3 minutes, and he's like, winded and like, oh my God, I did it. Where's my money? And the guy said, wait, if you could do another thing for me, I'll give you $1,000. And he's like, well, okay, I'll do it. And he just keeps doing these things, even though each of them is like a little weirder than the next, until he finds himself in such a predicament that I couldn't believe it. It made me feel like terrorized, because I was like, my heart was racing as they were describing what he was doing, because he was too polite to say no. I don't want to spoil it now. I don't want to spoil it because it's just so interesting, but I feel like a lot of us might find ourselves in predicaments like that because we're too polite to say no. And I think I saw myself in this guy, and that's why I was like, this is so scary, because I think that's me. Anyway, those are the 3 other books I read, but I bought so many, and I'm thinking of starting to post on my vlog channel. Did you guys know I had a vlog channel? Because I didn't. I forgot. I don't think I've posted on there in like 2 years. I had all this like excitement about vlogging, and then it just didn't come naturally to me. And vlogging is a lot more work than it looks, and I just kind of like forgot about it, to be honest. But I thought I want to start talking about the books and stuff that I've been buying and reading. So if you're interested in seeing that, check out my vlog channel. It's just Space Cases of Vlogging. I'll link it down below as well. There's like 3 videos on that channel you can watch too, but I kind of want to start talking about my books and my book hauls and what I've been reading, and just kind of like talking about whatever, like non-beauty stuff on that channel. So if you're interested, let me know. And if you want to see more books and stuff, check out that channel, because that's where I kind of want to start posting them. Maybe not all the time, because I'm not like blasting through books like 10 in a day. You're not gonna see a end of the month book wrap up with 50 books. It's just never gonna happen. It's probably gonna be like 3 or 5, who knows. But anyway, I got obsessed with reading, obsessed. I can't even tell you. Like, I've been watching so many videos of people thrifting for books. Oh yeah, I bought a bunch of the Goodwill 2 really great shape books for $2, $3. What was I saying? Oh, people's like reading vlogs and thrifting books and stuff. It's so interesting to me, and it's new. I'm like obsessed. So if you guys know any book YouTubers that you want to suggest, please put them in the comments. I subscribed to a few of them. I don't like mesh with everybody and everybody's personalities, but a lot of them that I watch, I still like click on. They're just so interesting, and I just want to learn about all the books. I want to learn about all the books. And right now, I'm really going for books that other people have recommended or said 5-star, you would love this, or like describing it a certain way, because I mostly want the books to be a win. You know, I don't want to start reading and then be like, dang, this book sucked, and that book sucked, and this book sucked, and then lose all my passion for reading. I want right now to read books that I know are going to be good and that a lot of people have recommended and stuff, so I'll start branching out here and there. Anyway, that was my long-winded way of saying I've become obsessed with reading. Obsessed with reading, and I can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Anyway, I pulled this sunscreen back out, the Eucerin Age Defense SPF 50. I love this one. It's one of my all-time favorite drugstore sunscreens. And since I finished up the, what's the one I was just using? In Beauty Project. This one was already open, so I thought I'd go for this one. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Letting you know what I did last week. Concert in the casino. It was a lot of fun. But my new obsession, the books. And I feel crazy, like I carry a book with me to work. I want to read on my lunch break. The second I get home, I'm like, I want to read a book. I'm obsessed. We'll see how long it lasts. Anyway, that's it. Let me know some of your favorite books. I want to add them to my list. Check out my vlog channel if you want to see any of the books I'm going to be talking about. I haven't posted anything yet, but it's in my mind. I want to do it. But anyway, that is it. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe so you don't miss my next one. And I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.